Triple H just walked out onto WWE television and did something nobody expected him to do. He named the Masked Man. He looked directly into the camera, he looked directly at Bron Breakker, he looked directly at Paul Heyman, and he said it out loud, for the entire WWE universe to hear. The man who attacked Bron Breakker at the Royal Rumble. The man who hit that curb stomp on the ramp. The man who got Breakker eliminated in under a minute by Oba Femi before the match even truly started. Seth Rollins. The man who sat on national television, on ESPN, on the Sal Licata show, and told the entire world he was going to be at home. Solo dating. Taking his daughter to dance class. Taking her to gymnastics class. The man who smiled and laughed and painted a picture of a completely normal Saturday while he was already planning to fly to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, get under a black mask and a black hoodie, and destroy Bron Breakker's Royal Rumble night. And the worst part, this is not the first time Seth Rollins has done this. He did the exact same thing last year. He faked a knee injury at Saturday night's main event, walked around on crutches for 3 weeks, lied to his wife, lied to his family, lied to the entire locker room, and then showed up at SummerSlam and cashed in Money in the Bank on CM Punk. WWE called it the ruse of the century. And now he has just done it again. Triple H just blew this storyline wide open. And if you are not feeling the rage right now, something is seriously wrong with you. I need you to drop a comment right now. Are you furious at Seth Rollins? Are you impressed? Are you already screaming for Bron Breakker to get his hands on him? This comment section is about to explode and I want your name in it. Share this video. Tag every wrestling fan you know. Because what Triple H just did changes everything heading into WrestleMania 42. We are breaking down every single piece of this, the reveal, the history, why Triple H did it, and what comes next. Before we get into it, if this is your first time on Ring Rumble 1, welcome. This is the channel where we do not just tell you what happened. We break down why it happened, how it was built, and what it all means for where WWE is going next. Everything we just talked about in that hook. That is the kind of breakdown you get here every single time. So hit subscribe right now. Hit that bell. Turn on all notifications. Because the Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker feud is going to be one of the biggest stories in WWE heading into WrestleMania 42, and I will be covering every single development as it happens. Do not miss a single second. Subscribe. Bell. All notifications. Let us get into it. To understand why Triple H's reveal is so massive, you have to understand exactly how this storyline was built. Because this was not something that came out of nowhere. This has been in motion for months. And every single piece of it connects. It starts on October 13, 2025. Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins is the World Heavyweight Champion. He is the leader of the Vision, a faction built around him, centered on him, with Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Paul Heyman all working under his direction. Rollins is at the top of the food chain. He is the man. And then Breakker turns on him. Right there on Raw, Breakker spears Rollins. Reed hits him with a tsunami. And Paul Heyman, Rollins' own advisor, walks away with Breakker and Reed. The Vision dumps its own leader like he is nothing. Rollins suffers a shoulder injury at Crown Jewel in Perth later that month. Adam Pearce, the general manager of Raw, strips him of the World Heavyweight Championship. And just like that, Seth Rollins vanishes from WWE television. Gone. Out. Finished. Or so everyone believed. Then Survivor Series War Games happens on November 29th. During the main event, a mystery figure in a black hoodie and a mask climbs into the War Games cage out of nowhere. He hits CM Punk with a superkick and a curb stomp, Seth Rollins finishing moves, and hands the Vision the victory. The crowd erupts. Social media goes berserk. Seth Rollins. Everyone is screaming his name. But then Adam Pearce goes on Raw the next night and shuts it down. He says medical informed him that Seth Rollins is not cleared to compete. He says there is no way Rollins could have climbed that cage and executed those moves in his current condition. Pearce rules Rollins out, publicly, on national television. Pearce then launches a full investigation. He sends referee Eddie Orengo backstage to quietly gather information and figure out who is under that mask. And for weeks, the investigation goes absolutely nowhere. Paul Heyman denies everything. The mystery hangs over WWE like a cloud. Then December 16th happens. The Masked Man returns on Raw, and this time, when CM Punk confronts him, the mask comes off. It is Austin Theory. He reveals a brand new shaved head look and officially joins the Vision. Case closed. Mystery solved. Or so WWE wanted you to think. But here is what nobody fully understood at the time. Reports later surfaced that WWE used multiple people under that mask at different points. Triple H deliberately rotated wrestlers in and out to prevent fans from identifying the attacker through body type or movement analysis. Austin Theory was confirmed as the man under the mask at Survivor Series. But on subsequent Raw appearances, it was reportedly a different person entirely. The whole thing was an elaborate misdirection designed to keep the real mastermind hidden. And that mastermind was Seth Rollins the entire time. Now fast forward to January 31, 2026. Royal Rumble night in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. On the Countdown pre-show, Adam Pearce and Paul Heyman get into a heated confrontation. Heyman accuses Pearce of screwing Breakker by giving him the number 2 spot in the Rumble. Pearce fires back that it was a random draw. The tension is electric. Oba Femi enters as the number 1 entrant. Breakker is announced as number 2. He starts making his entrance. Paul Heyman is by his side. And then, the Masked Man appears again. Same black hoodie. Same black mask. But this time he is not helping the Vision. He attacks Breakker on the ramp. He slams him into the steel steps. He hits a superkick. And then, a picture-perfect curb stomp. He rolls Breakker into the ring, and Oba Femi throws him over the top rope. Eliminated. Under a minute. Breakker's entire Royal Rumble, destroyed before it even started. Paul Heyman is standing at ringside looking absolutely blindsided. The Vision just got hit from someone they thought was completely out of the picture. And then immediately after the show ends, Triple H goes on the Royal Rumble post-show. When they bring up the Masked Man, Triple H does not deny it. He does not dodge the question. He smiles and says, "And I want you to hear this exactly." He says he does not want to make any accusations, but that was a very clean curb stomp. And when the panel points out that it looked like whoever it was had done one before, Triple H nods and says, "Yeah. At least one." Triple H was not going to say the name that night. But he was pointing directly at Seth Rollins. And every single person watching knew exactly what he was doing. He was setting up the official reveal for Raw. Now here is what makes Triple H actually coming out and naming Seth Rollins so devastating. Think about what Seth Rollins did in the lead up to the Royal Rumble. He went on ESPN's First Take. He went on the Sal Licata show. And on that show, he talked about how he was going to be home while Becky Lynch competed in Riyadh. He talked about his daughter Rue's dance class. Her gymnastics class. He talked about solo dating. He was laughing. He was relaxed. He painted an image of a man who had absolutely nothing to do with the Royal Rumble. And the media bought it. The fans bought it. WWE's own medical department had already told Adam Pearce that Rollins was not cleared to compete. Everyone believed the shoulder injury was real. But here is the thing, and this is what should make every single one of you sit back and realize how dangerous Seth Rollins actually is. He has done this before. Last year at Saturday night's main event, Rollins faked a knee injury during his match against LA Knight. He sold it perfectly. He went down in the ring. Medical came out. They helped him to the back. Everyone, the fans, the media, most of the locker room, even WWE officials, believed he was genuinely hurt. Then he spent 3 weeks walking around on crutches. He took his daughter out for ice cream on crutches. He went to dinner on crutches. He guest hosted the Rich Eisen show on crutches. He sold that injury everywhere he went for an entire month. And then at SummerSlam, he dropped those crutches on the entrance ramp, ran to the ring, and cashed in Money in the Bank on CM Punk to win the World Heavyweight Championship. WWE called it the ruse of the century. Even Becky Lynch, his own wife, said she was an unwilling participant in the deception because she could not lie to save her life. But Seth made her do it anyway because he knew the payoff would be worth it. Seth Rollins has now pulled off this exact playbook twice. He fakes an injury. He disappears. He lets the world believe he is gone. And then at the perfect moment, he strikes. And by the time anyone realizes what is happening, it is already too late. Triple H naming him publicly does not just confirm what everyone already suspected. It makes the war between Rollins and Breakker official. It puts a target on Rollins' back. And it sets up what is going to be one of the most personal, most intense feuds heading into WrestleMania 42. So where does this go from here? Seth Rollins is back. Officially. He is no longer hiding behind a mask. He is no longer pretending to be at home. He is out in the open, and he has just declared war on Bron Breakker and everything the Vision stands for. Breakker is going to be looking for blood. Paul Heyman is going to be scrambling to figure out how to counter a man who has been 5 steps ahead of everyone this entire time. And Adam Pearce, the man who publicly ruled Rollins out after Survivor Series, the man who staked his authority on the claim that Rollins could not have been the attacker, now has to deal with the fact that Rollins played him too. Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble. He is your #1 contender. CM Punk is the World Heavyweight Champion. Drew McIntyre holds the undisputed WWE Championship. Those are the big names on the WrestleMania 42 card on paper. But the feud that is going to be the emotional centerpiece of the road to WrestleMania is Rollins vs. Breakker. Rollins built the Vision. Breakker destroyed him inside it. And now Rollins has come back and done something that no one saw coming. He destroyed Breakker right back. This is personal. This is revenge. And this feud has barely even started. Alright, here is what I need from you right now. Go to that comment section and tell me, do you think Seth Rollins has been faking his shoulder injury this entire time the same way he faked the knee injury last year? Was Austin Theory actually working for Rollins inside the Vision the whole time? And do you think Breakker is going to be able to catch up to someone who has been planning this for months? I want your theories. I want your predictions. I am reading every single one, and the best ones are going into my next video. Smash that like button if this video got you fired up. Subscribe if you are not already. Bell. All notifications. This feud is only just beginning and I am not letting you miss a single second of the coverage on this channel. This is Ring Rumble 1. I will see you in the next one.